Look, there needs to be a little bit of greed to keep things, you know, tense. Hey, that's interesting. I didn't notice that before. I wonder if, because I think we get pipes. I wonder if there's a pump and we can just pump water into here. If we can do that, that would be amazing. We'll have a second story that's got cooking and, I guess, living space. You can eat raw fish. The only difference is that it uses your body water drink. Yeah, I know. No, I did that before, Raven. When was that? The attempt before this attempt, where I ended up dying of starvation. Well, the thing was I was dying of dehydration and starvation, and I ate a raw fish. But of course, if one of those things is already down, then bringing one of them up isn't going to stop you from losing health, so... But yeah, you can eat any of the food raw. I clearly need all the help I can get. Scrap. Scrap is pretty much the most important thing. Clay is also important, so we get the bowls. I think we've got plenty of vine goo, so we should be able to get... I think we only need a 4 for the cooking station. Make a radar beacon? Yeah. That was basically the next step for today, to be able to actually move on with the story. Aside from the threat of dying, I really like this world in general. I've even grown to like Bruce. Okay, I guess this is going here. I'm gonna set up that same thing here, and I'll put posts under this so it doesn't look like it's just hanging out randomly. I don't know if I can get up if I put that there. Oh, that's right. I don't even have to look to see if my inventory's full. I don't have to worry anymore of whether or not I can't pick all this stuff up in one go. That backpack is an amazing addition. Is the shark sleeping? No. So what you can do is when you park yourself at an island, if you go to the far side of the island, the shark has like a relatively limited range of aggro. So as long as you break line of sight and get far enough away, you basically don't have to deal with the shark for mining. Is that even? That's even. I guess maybe just windows across here, this whole side. I want to move this up top. Maybe I can shift this over a little bit. There we go. I'm really, really happy about that. 2, 3, and receiver. Oh, I need to make a battery as well. Forgot about that. Battery. Oh, well, there you go. Easy peasy. Oh, and that thinks it's off center. Okay, so I think that's middle. So hopefully that's not too close. Good. Put it right there. And then I need one more, which I don't have a good space for it yet, but I guarantee you if I put it back here somewhere, it's going to be just fine. All right, we have our heading. I think the engines end up needing 3 spaces, so I'll need to do at least one more out the back side there. And probably, yeah, okay, I'll need to come out to at least here. Oh, nice, you can just click and hold. Alright, so that's all the food stuff, I think, moved up here. Minus there's a couple types of fruit that I don't have. I don't have the pineapple or the watermelon. So what I can do with birds is I can take the giant clamshells and make birds' nests for the seagulls. And then with the seagulls, I can get feathers from them to use for arrows. But they don't give eggs or anything. You have to have the chicken for the eggs. Catfish. Believe it's a mushroom and then a beet and a potato. This has got to be just about done. Food. Please, finish up. I'm starving. There it is. That's our goal right there. Okay, now that I'm not about to starve to death, we'll get this stuff prepared for the meal afterwards as well. Good old catfish dinner. Oh, there we go. Look, my health bar just went up. Interesting. Or not health bar, my hunger meter. So I wonder if I can fill up the regular colored portion of that bar up to the normal spot, and then whatever is green would fill past that. So it might not just be any, like, I was thinking that it was specifically for that one meal, but maybe it's just all of them. So there's definitely a reason to do those cooked meals. And drop the anchor. You know, I don't know if they'll nest underneath a floor or not. I think they will. I guess we'll find out. We're just gonna we'll grab all the notes and then we can go through them once we're back on the raft. See, this is how we know. Because, okay, where is it? Oh god, it's not there. Uh-oh, I'm about to get shark bit. What am I caught on? Okay, there we go. Caught a shark. Named him Bruce. Robbie boat's gone. Bruce is after me. Gonna stay here until I find my way off this place, Mike. I got you, Bruce. Jump to this. All right. Oh, it'll be easy to get back to the raft. I mean, I guess not that it was ever going to be challenging to get back to the raft, but we can just drop right off. Okay, so people at Utopia, and whatever this is supposed to be, or that. Wait, so maybe this is where they started and they went here and then Utopia? Alright, so I think we've got everything that we need here. Yep, 2 months in, we've been working on these reactors. 2 months working to save the world and with no one to tell our story to. So the reactors to save the world. Our names aren't important. They gave us all nicknames after that foreman leaked everything about the North Pole testing project. As if that made a difference. Hell, as if any of us can make a difference at all at this point. Sparrow had been wary since the initial pitch, especially over the details that have been glossed over. Apparently, the prototype is nowhere near stable. There was no mention of what happened to the Chinese team that came before us. Ren was supposed to be one of them, but he's not letting anything show. Owl mumbled something about the emergency cooling system looking shoddy, which wasn't the half of it, but I knew better than to rattle on about it. I mean, they gave us someplace dry to work on. God knows those are in short supply. January. I wish I knew where we were, that we had someplace we could point to, except that radio tower out in the distance. 12, 16, and 8 failed today after 3 days of testing. 16's core burned so hard and fast today right through the wet well. Its payload sank into the ocean, hot enough to burn for 100 years. Sparrow checked the radiation levels, what's being let out with every test. They said they're going to use those in shelters. We can fix this, she said. And the craziest part is, we agreed. Us four overworked, exhausted pencil necks, we would save the world. What would be left of it, anyway. February? Turns out Ren blew the whistle on us and it made the people in charge mad. They must have known we were stalling, working on 12 and 24. Those things let out so much radiation they burned green, for God's sake. Except they took them away. Sure, Al and I put up a fight, but they just shoved us around, that bunch of jocks. Took Sparrow and Reactor 8 with them, too. After all, Ren knew she was the only one with the smarts to keep them working. They left us behind on the reactor testing platform, then blew the foundations. The water's been slowly rising. Owl thinks we should go after them. I wish I didn't agree with him. I didn't notice it the first time I looked at the little face. If you can understand what you're reading, this isn't the end. We gunned the engines as hard and as fast as we could, but I think it burned out. We barely made it to the radio tower. Owl said the boat's useless, but I can fix it. They're probably way ahead of us, but I think they're headed for Selene. I just want to leave this someplace anyone might find it. We didn't cause this, but we damn well helped it along, and by God, we're going to try and fix this. We're going to get there, and we're going to shut down 12 and 24, and we're going to get Sparrow back, and then maybe I will ask her out, and she won't look at me like I'm crazy this time. Owl found my notepad, but I got it back. I need to hide it better next time. This marker makes it really hard to erase stuff, but we'll get her back. We have to. Cuckoo. Distress call, salvage rapport, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they can't understand. The supplies are in the pantry. So that's all we have. But that doesn't... Hang on a second. That means that I haven't gotten... I must have missed a note somewhere, right? Shouldn't I... I should have the coordinates. Oh, there we go. I think that's my coordinates right there. 7125. 1. Okay, pretty much ahead of us. There is stuff down below. There is stuff down below. Bruce can't get in. To get this other one. I mean, really, we're going to need to have more than just these 3 water bottles even. I probably want to have like 4 water bottles on me. Like 4 full water bottles for when I go to Bear Island. The goat. I'd actually be able to build something on the outside there. Can I put an antenna there? I don't know that I can. If I can, that would be pretty awesome. I guess we could try it. Okay. And then I might be in the way of it. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'm hoping that I'm correct about this whole pump thing, possibly. I think, maybe, that we could run pipes into that. Because maybe eventually there'll be something where we can pump water, rather than having to do the whole manual thing. Let's maybe go a little bit more sideways. Let's see if this works or not. That's like that. Yeah, okay, cool. We're gonna need the bow. We're gonna need a bunch of arrows. There it is. So I think that if there's a roof overhead, I don't think birds will land there. There's scrap, and I know there's that silver algae as well. I don't think there's any metal around. Where's the... So there's our crowbar to be able to get through that first door. Red key. I think we get the red key from somewhere else on the ship, don't we? I'm gonna have to come back down here. Oh, never mind. There's the red key. It's dark. Oh, God, I heard it. Wait a minute. Why can't I pick that up? Oh, this is the crafting area. Right. And then the mechanical part. Okay. Yeah. So I do have to come back down here once I get all those things. And it must be daytime. Shark dinner. Aha, that's the first time I've seen that recipe. I know somebody mentioned that earlier. What's a belly flop? Where you jump into the water on your stomach. Like just flat, straight into the water. Doesn't feel very good. For whatever reason. Alright, there's my code to the safe that's in whatever room that is. It was 5 before? Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, that's nice. Alright, there's the key card for the floor below. No rat in here. Dismantle it and rebuild it. So now we've got... Do we have all the pieces? I feel like I'm missing something. No, it's here. It's here. Gotcha. We have the code for the safe. Do I have space for anything in the safe? Oh, it's electrical wires and notes. Okay, then yes, we do have space for that. I think we can craft the car jack and the bomb now. Oh, nice. There's this part of me that was concerned that somehow that explosion was going to, you know, cover a larger area. So, Vasagotten? That must be where we are. I don't know where we are. Well, I don't know. Maybe Vasagotten is where we are, or I don't know. I don't know where we are if this stopper will hold. We tried to plug the hole, but the water just keeps rising. The propeller's making a weird noise, and I think Maddie's flooded the engine. Signa, I don't know, has been burning through the signal flares, and Philip has been blasting music as loud as he can. I don't think any one of us know what they're doing. I'll throw this from the side first thing tonight. Maybe the current will take it. Whoever you are, please find us. I drew a map. I hope it helps. Celine. Transcribed. You know what's the worst thing? That weasel is probably going to survive this. We're almost out of food. Half the crew's taken off in the lifeboats. This piece of garbage is sinking, and you're still going on about the rat? Ain't natural, you know? That thing ate half a box of rat poison and still crawled up the ducts into the cockpit. Poison could have gone off. What about when Olaf shot at it? Saw that bullet hit it so hard it did a flip. Maybe it was faking. And what about that time Carl drowned it in a bucket? Smart guy. Different rat. There's another rat? Supply log day... God, who gives a damn? Meat's mostly gone and we're down to the veggies. We can probably stretch them out for another month long as our host agrees to ration more. Weird how Olaf's kept his belly. Must be the last fat man on Earth. What the hell are you doing, Jens? Looking for your damn rat? Stay the hell away from my gas tanks, you hear? I'm going. Don't get your panties in a knot, yeah? I ain't even touched your girlfriend's stash. I'm gonna break you against my knee is what I'm gonna do unless you get the hell out. I'm gonna have to up security around here. Casper, the ventilation system is busted and the backup generator for the fridge just gave up the ghost. Wires have mostly been gutted, so you're gonna have to move fast before we're just down to tins. Looks like we got a rat infestation on our hands, but for God's sake, don't tell Jens. P.S. Also, we know about the stash you keep for Karen. Maybe you'll have to bust it out before we have to. It would be the right thing to do. Is this on? It better be. I've tried to do this 3 times already. Captain, again, I'm sorry, but let's face it, that fever of yours isn't looking like it's coming down. You were right. We went out into this blind with nothing but a half-assed larder and no doctor. I don't think there's any way for us to pull through. Olaf, I think he knows it too. Been throwing his weight around, fiddling with your gun from the safe. Wonder if he knows we took the bullets. I'm watching everyone come apart at the seams, forced to make do with Casper's gruel, and I know how much we need you. I'm not much for words, but... There you are, you squeaky little rodent. Come here, you little... My name is Olaf Wilkstrom. Whoever is listening to this is my final will and testament. I admit that I ran, leaving behind my constituents and the Reformation Project. Perhaps the world wouldn't have had to drown, but then again, I was just one man. What difference could I have made? I was ready to go, Olaf. I'm only leaving this ship and men out of necessity, not cowardice. The captain's illness took away all semblance of control, left us running adrift. Engines choked. Fix it then. Where was I? Yes, perhaps we will find another in a drier place further south. Perhaps those Arctic sanctuaries will take us. They can use men like me even now. Fuel line's cut. Perhaps we will greet this new age. What do you mean cut? More like chewed out. Son of a... Olaf is taking the damn lifeboat. Get him! So we got the cities in the blue. Calling the cost of the project's realization borderline criminal and its scope outrageous at least. Despite very vocal opposition, the Floating Cities project does not appear to be slowing down anytime soon. According to Ombudsman Olaf Wilkstrom's latest statement on the issue, we're fully aware of the gravity of the situation and the strain this puts on the people in these trying times. Nevertheless, with the Reformation project abandoned, our options are becoming increasingly limited. We must now either all pull through this together or join Stockholm beneath the waves. When questioned on the rumors regarding the Ombudsman's modification of his personal yacht, Mr. Wilkstrom refused to comment. Pushing further regarding the satellite photos of another floating city found near the Indian Ocean, Mr. Wilkstrom chose to terminate the interview. When later reaching out to a source that has chosen to remain anonymous, we were able to corroborate. Travel log. How many more pages did... Man, there's a lot of notes. Left Sondratalia under cover of night. One of the men, Jens, had already busted the Kaizen before the Port Authority caught on. Sailing's been smooth so far. I had the crew run a check on our supplies. Turns out Olaf did worse than just half-ass it. We need to reach shore and restock. Crew has been getting too chummy with Olaf's girls, and the big man's none too happy about it. Asked me to intervene, as if it's my damn job. Should reach shore soon. No sign of dry land yet. Water levels must have risen much higher than expected. No response on the radio either. Casper told me the fruit looks like they're going, and the meat tins aren't looking too good either. Olaf got into a fight with one of the men over Hannah. Apparently caught him trying to hoard supplies from the women. Sailors still gave him a thrashing. We need to make it to land soon, stretch our legs, get this whole mess of a crew back in order. Hannah came to me in the middle of the night, spent some time here. She knew exactly what to say to get me on her side, just like a sailor's wife would. Didn't like it when I pressed on about it. The women know Olaf's losing control of the men and the ship fast. Olaf couldn't spare a damn tetanus booster, goddamn him to hell. Casper, you and your bastard knives, if I make it through this, I will turn you into shark food, I swear to God. Can't keep the food down, water hurts going in. Casper's been making deals, even in the brig. Lockjaw hit me when I was talking the men down, before they decided to let Olaf overboard. No way for a man to go. Fever's been climbing steadily up, feeling like I'm burning. The ship is drifting. I know that much. No one on it that can steer it. When I close my eyes, I'm dreaming I'm back at Stockholm with Per. We swim through the streets like fish darting in and out of the broken storefronts. It's getting cold, dark. Fever's coming down. Where's Hannah? There are dry places still. Shut up, Maddie. That's not helping anyone. Damn it, how do you turn this thing off? You shut up. I've seen them. There are plans, man. Just plans. Mock-ups. Nothing. How do you even run into a dry place here, man? The world's drowned, for God's sake. Not here. Further down south. Places where there's still land under the ice. Antarctica, all that. They made those places before the end. Stashed themselves away while the poor people drowned. Man, you're just full of crap. Oh, no, man, I'm telling you. There was this guy. Looked Chinese. Found him drifting out in the middle of nowhere. He looked like he'd been lost at sea for weeks. Barely managed to string 2 words together before he gave up the ghost. Said there were 3 places still, down south, powered by fusion reactors. We can go there, man. Steer this thing down south. Hey, is that a rock getting closer or... No. Reuben, I was bitter when I left you and desperate. I thought the world was coming to an end, and you never said it, but you thought so too. Maybe you were looking forward to it, even. Perhaps that is why you stayed so strong. But you never told me that. You never told me your secret, and I would just see you disappearing further into yourself as the world sank. I saw the world ending with you, Reuben, and that was too much to bear. I'm sorry I ran. I know that now. Wilkstrom didn't have a clue. None of these poor fools do. After the captain went, they just drifted, aimless. Caught some passing ship, stole their food. Took them 2 weeks before they ran out and turned on each other. We're stuck against a mountaintop in the middle of the big, endless blue, just a handful of us. We're hungry and scared, but we can't stay here. We will head out, go as far south as we will go. Maddie says there are dry places down there. Find me if you can. You won't believe it, but I love you. Hannah. Plenty of metal for my entire outline? Not anytime soon. I only really care about the sail and I guess the very ends. For the most part, I can keep track of it. It's not that big of a deal. We get enough materials. So I know we need to turn around. Because, let's see here, what's the new coordinate is 0842. Not that. 0... Yeah, and it's back behind us. So let's see here, engines, which going to go like this and be right up front. I think go right here. No. Give me my plank back. To inspire. Okie dokie. Change that direction. That direction. Takes 17 wood. That's a lot of wood. I need to have 2 because each engine will... It's capable of moving up to 100 floating pieces. Hooray! And we have more than 100 of the floating platforms. It doesn't matter how many you build above. Oh, these can literally just go anywhere. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Sure, I guess. So hopefully that doesn't like get in the way of being able to build or put stuff down. Yeah, King. Music's great. Especially this track. This track in particular. And this is why I like having the silence. Like, I could have the soundtrack going full time, just, you know, looping from track to track. But I feel like by having it, just that short bit of no music between each track, when it hits in again, it's like, yes. Yeah. No, that doesn't work. Can you not? Okay. Well, all right, that's fine. Whatever. And that's why. That's cruel, isn't it? That's cruel. Poor thing found a home out at sea. Got shot in the head by an arrow. Let's go get some stuff. I think we've got enough clay for a while. And until I know for a fact what we need more sand for in terms of glass, I think we have enough of that too. So I think it's probably just going to be scrap and metals. I can make shame on the Bear Island. I can do that. Yeah. Oh my god! I can't place the clam. So the only thing the clam is good for is just for making birds' nests. I'm sure I'll find out eventually. If there's something that I can do with them, I will find out. Shouldn't this be able to go here? There it is. I want to give the actual roof tiles a try. If they can reduce the amount of poles needed. No. So again, look, there's a staircase here. Can't have a roof. There's another floor. I don't know what we're going to use with the floor. It's probably going to be like a little half story with the roof on it, you know, tight corners and everything. Like an attic. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for that island out there. And from a distance, it looks like a desert. Wait. What? So the islands have now changed in this area? Maybe we've gone like far enough out. But this is good. This could be a good thing. I just assumed it was going to be all the same islands that we had before. There's a bear. There's a bear. Okay, so we're moving on up. Oh, you got me. You got me. But it doesn't hurt that much. Doesn't hurt that much. So we need to keep an eye out for bees. I need to make a net. There are bees up there. I need bees for something, like biofuel or whatever. Where there are bees, there are bears. That old, ancient Chinese proverb that Raft escalated, I've noticed since it was barely a plank. They grow up so fast, don't they? We got ourselves a bug net. Got a bug net, baby. Got him. So what we can do now is we can make a beehive. If you care for the bees, they will yield you honeycombs. Okay. 15 bee jars? Alright, that's cool. Can I research honeycomb? So that's gonna give me honey, which creates biofuel. How are these powered? Don't ask. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it with your science and logic.